Are we live now?
And I've just switched on the microphone, so
Yeah, that's good.
I think we should be there.
Okay, all right. Well, welcome everybody to this meeting of the, let me get the name right, Communication Strategy Subcommittee. Welcome everybody, officers and members alike. Are there any apologies for absence?
Councillor Gatesley sends her apologies. Does Adam?
And Councillor Logan as well?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Adam. Are there any declarations of interest? It's unlikely, but you never know. Okay, no. So, meeting notes that were sent previously, are they a full and fair record of what was discussed for those people who were at the meetings?
Yes.
So, yay.
Yes.
Okay, with those things, somewhere, yeah. Good. Okay, right. I need to sign them at some point. That's what it is, right? Yes. Okay, right. Right, okay, we haven't got an awful lot on the agenda, but we have got the future newsletter to decide what we're going to. I'll just say from the outset, maybe something around fire safety occurs, given that the Grenfell report was released yesterday, and maybe something around just advising people as winter's approaching. Electric heaters, blah, 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 might be something worthwhile putting in, but let's go through it from the top. Okay, so front cover. Do we have any options for any of these? We don't. Do we?
So we look at options at the next one.
Oh, yeah.
So this is more suggestions and then we bring the content to the next one.
All right, so, okay, so just going through from the top, then front cover, we'll choose that next meeting. Message from you, Anya, as usual, in whatever form. Anything anybody wants to suggest to Anya that might form part of the content? Being wintry.
I will say something warming.
Something warming would be good, yeah. Does this?
It is unlikely to be a massive big change on the newsletter or on the message from last winter's newsletter, but it's going to be something along those lines.
Okay. Go on, Rebecca.
I was going to say, can we mention something in regards to, you know, like the changes, and not mention this in specific, but in relation to the changes in winter fuel allowance, and maybe suggest ways for people to keep warm or something?
Yeah, I normally put something in also. I've already put in a reference for the autumn one now for helping hands. And so, yeah.
But maybe we need to generate some ideas here because we haven't got a full.
Yeah, and also, can I please point out that the message from the mayor is the message from the mayor?
Yes, I know that, but we can make it hints.
Yeah.
By May, we have got elections next May. Encouraging people to put their names forward to be councillors. If you felt able to include that, might be.
What's the publication date on the next one?
So publication date is 4th of November. Oh, do you mean the spring one?
Yeah.
But that might be someone else, perhaps, don't know.
I'm just thinking, John, maybe that's a little bit early. November for an election that's in May.
Yeah,
Would be better if the spring one falls in
Might
March.
be too late then.
Check the dates.
Check the date, but it's probably before close of nominations.
I said we haven't actually worked out the timetables for next year, but at a guess, I'm going to say it's going to go to print around the 3rd week of February. Which means distribution through letterboxes is going to be about mid-March.
That's too late.
That's early, isn't it?
No, that is too late. That
Yeah.
will probably be in any case, too close to the close of nomination.
Yeah.
Okay, may I suggest, Chairman and committee, if we pencil it in, I will double check the dates in case it is earlier than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pencil
But,
it in as the.
But I think there's no harm in having in a half-page article saying, do you want to be a councillor? It's fun, it's exciting.
Yeah, I can always work that into
And you can
the message.
But maybe something separate. I mean, you know, to 2 weeks, because we know that a few councillors are going to be retiring. And not standing again, so we want more people. Vacancies.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's an answer.
I can certainly put a sentence into the mayor's message, I think.
Okay, but let's
Because
consider.
there are limits to how many times I can talk about the events.
May I ask how you'd like us to approach that then? Do you want to maybe do a feature on a couple of different councillors? I mean, in my head, I was thinking someone like Ryan being much younger, might be, or Lucy. I don't want to make it a political piece focusing. But if it's earlier and going to come out way before we go into any sort of purdah or election period.
I think that sounds like a nice idea. Ask Ryan, Ryan and Lucy, maybe. I don't know, and perhaps, I don't know, is Howard the longest standing member? I don't know.
He is, yeah.
He probably is.
Just thinking maybe a couple of lines from a selection of our councillors with the more diverse, you know, but
Yeah,
it'd be nice to try and appeal a bit to the younger generation.
Okay, Ravina.
Just going on the back of that, have more diverse, like, not necessarily have councillors from the same political party on it. And
Okay.
just to have, like you said, Howard being the eldest one, having the youngest one,
yeah,
having
that'd be nice.
a female councillor
Yeah.
as well, so.
Well, maybe Lucy, Andy, and Howard then. How would that be?
Too blatantly. I mean, I was thinking younger, the youngest and the eldest could be a nice, I'd have to check.
All right.
Yeah, but if we're encouraging,
Okay.
younger people to come forward, and also we might want to reflect a bit of the diversity, not just in age and gender, but also, in other respects. So
Okay.
I think in that case, it might be like either Adi or Robina to also saying that everybody is welcome. It's just a suggestion.
Okay.
Well, Ade is a Tory, so I think he'd be better suited to.
Instead of, so we'll see that we get a bit of a political balance, because otherwise somebody is going to cry murder.
That's why I like the safety of the eldest and the youngest, and then we have one conservative and one.
I think I think that is probably a good idea. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, yeah.
Simple.
But generally, it's about, saying, this is fun, this is interesting. And if you're shouting at your TV screen or giving a screen about what's going wrong, now's your time. If you've got ideas for how to improve the town, now's your time. I mean, no.
Yeah.
Like Dyson Smith's post recently about the seating area, near the which is good, provocative, set of ideas. I know there are problems, smoke and everything else, but someone like that, on the council would be good, Okay, go on.
Just to say, we've got 5 pages spare here.
Okay.
Of what's been proposed in the report. So you could, if you really wanted to go big on this, because if this is our only chance before the election, you could do 2 pages. I think we've seen a spread before in other newsletters, sorry. So it would almost give you a chance to have a quotation from everybody with a photograph as well. So that it brings it to life a little bit more in terms of,
I mean, everybody might be overdoing it a little bit, but you could have more than 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps we could include, I see you were asking people for a group photo or something. Have a little group photo, just a very small one.
Yeah. We have the official photo.
Oh, yeah, we could just use
Has
that.
got everybody, because trying to get everybody together is.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
So we could just put a very small version of that, not like a big feature, just so people can see that it's not just, elderly males.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, all right, so we'll leave that with you, Claire.
I would let it go.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure. Okay, right, so let's keep, all right, so after, maybe even, it won't be on the page 3, pages 4 and 5, maybe we'll have. So maybe hello and goodbye. So message from the mayor from Anya on page 2, hello and goodbye, page 3, and then over the page, 2 pages on come and be a town councillor. It's fun. We have a good time. And generally speaking, we do. Okay, so past events. Yeah, all of those will be past, but we have photographs of all of them. We probably will just in time.
I'm sure we do.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I'm sure we could get past photographs, obviously. Yeah, I'd stick with it, using pictures, yes, good idea. I think people are more interested in just the pictures rather than blurby what goes with it.
I don't, just know how it works, because if it's publicised on the 4th of November, I don't know, is the fireworks earlier this year? It's already under past, well, the ones that are concurrent with this going out,
Oh, I
normally
see.
call them past or,
Okay,
but I suppose it,
so it's not,
It would be better if it's
not this year.
distributed 25th of November, it would have happened.
yes, oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm just saying the
yeah.
photograph won't have been taken before the 4th of November.
Oh, it can be last year's.
Yes.
Gosh.
Okay, so current events will be the Remembrance Parade and the Winter Fair. Okay. And future events, we're going into 2025, Pancake Race Food Fair. Is it worth heralding the Good Endings Fair in here too?
If we have a set date, John, which
We do have a set date.
remind me when it is, sorry.
It's the last Saturday of March.
In that case, yes, it should be in there. Unless the next one's due out again, I'll have to check that date.
Yeah, but we've established it's out middle of March, so we do need to be heralding it in this edition. Yeah, the date I have is the 29th of March.
So for the next edition then, because it will be fresh out.
Well, next edition as well.
If they'll all be on the events list,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, where's the food fair?
end of February.
Mm. I know, I just, my view about this is that people need a bit of time to get to grips with this. And if there's space, then I know it's only one page we've given to it. Maybe let's go having more than one page for future events, I don't know. Because we have got quite a lot coming up in the next few months. What do we think? Is that going to be overkill?
And the spring newsletter will go to print around about the 20th of February. So if it goes to print at that point, we'll see, the Good Endings Fair is the following month.
It means it will be landing on people's doorsteps about 3 or 4 days before the actual event. I really think we ought to put it in this edition as well.
Okay.
As well as the next
Space.
one too. Just a something.
Because future events is almost like the most interesting bit, isn't it? That's what
Well, yeah.
we look into the magazine for.
Yeah.
What's coming up?
So we can send it at 1.5 pages then, if that makes it any easier then. Should we do that? 1.5 pages for future events?
Yeah,
Yes, yeah, we'll have a look and see what we can fit in. I think it's not a huge amount. I think we can still fit that into one page.
Yeah, so we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.5, 8 we're up to at the moment, including you cancel 2 pages. Okay. So your views count as the quarter of a page, that's up to 8 3/4. And the usual council, that's 9 3/4. And the events diary is 10 3/4. So we have at the moment 16 pages, isn't it? So we have 5 1/4 to add in. Okay, so Christmas card contest. Winners and card. We could make that 3/4 of a page.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so probably a lot of that would be an image.
yeah. So a bit bigger images is that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so that takes us up to 6.
Are we card promotions? Are we selling Christmas cards or?
So we do sell the cards, the winners
So that's
cards.
the time of year to be selling, isn't it?
Yeah,
Late.
yeah, so
Yeah,
it's.
that's fine.
It's when, let's just double check, I have to remember myself. So yeah, hits letter boxes on the 25th of November.
Yeah.
So at that point, we
Just on
will
time.
have closed the competition.
Yeah.
Because they switch the lights on, winners with the mayor will switch the lights on, and then we will be selling the winners' cards in the old chair as well. So that's what we'll be able to.
I'll come and buy some.
Okay, so 3/4 of a page for that. Let's keep the village and community art station 1 page, agreed?
Yeah.
Yeah. That means we're up to 7. No, it should be counting down here at this point, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I think you've come down, you're coming up again, so I think maybe we'll,
Okay, so 5 and a quarter. So 3 and 4, that brings that down to 4.5 now. And now with the best kept village, we're down to 3.5 left. Okay, small business Saturday.
are you keeping track of this?
I think I'm keeping track. I think I'm keeping
We're on
track.
different numbers, but that's fine.
Okay. I'm looking at days left.
Okay.
So with the small business Saturday and half page, I've got 3 pages left. What have you got? Nick?
2 pages left.
Oh.
Yeah, it's flexibility with the design. On these things, that's fine. And sometimes we have to.
Okay, well, let's recap at the end.
Sizes, yes.
We'll go on your 2 pages and then see where we're at. Okay. BNDP 1 page, update on the result.
So this was Brent at a different time, and obviously things have been adjusted recently with the timeframes. So we will still have something to say, won't we?
Absolutely would like a page for the BNDP.
Okay, all right, agreed, folks?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, that means we've got 1 page left. According to your numbers, Nina, I think.
Have you included your fire safety?
That's what I'm about to come back to. And then a 1 page on warm and safe.
Okay.
In which case, we have had articles written or provided by outside or by, friendly organisations, so it might be worth asking the fire service whether they want to provide, and also whether they want to use that to advertise. Presumably they are still doing the home checks if you want them, so they might want to advertise something that they are doing.
May I ask, if you're happy to leave that vague, should we make contact with them and see what it is they feel is their most pressing message that they would like to put out?
Yeah. Good idea.
That sounds good. And if they want to give something in and provide the photo as well, the image to the company.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably do, because I'm sure they have promotional material
They will.
to put these messages
There'll be
on.
national stuff out, I'm sure, as well, that we can use, but yeah. Okay, so according to your thinking,
Yes.
that means we've got the 16 pages dealt with.
Yes, so hold on.
We'll double check.
Well, 15. I've got 1 page left. I'm on 15.
So I was right.
Oh, really?
Can I make a suggestion? Sorry, going back to past events, because obviously this is going to be printed and distributed in November.
Yeah.
In the ECDI, we're doing something for Black History Month. The display, we asked if we could do a display in the window here.
Yes.
Maybe we could have a little feature about past events, the fact that, we did something for Black History Month.
Yeah,
Of
okay,
course. Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
yeah.
Would you be happy to open it out? Because I know that, I think university are looking to do something as well, aren't they? So.
Yeah, no, that would be
events
perfect.
across the town rather than just our specific.
Yeah.
It's mutable as to what actually is going to be happening at the moment, it's a little bit,
Understood.
and it's fast approaching.
Yeah.
It's just rather well done. Yes, but it's a good idea. So make that what, 2 pages? Go on.
Hang on, let me just see. The past events had
1 page.
one page, yeah. Yeah, so if we could stretch that out to 2 pages.
Okay. I had a.
Or depending on how much happens,
Yeah.
maybe it's a page and a half.
Yeah.
Because it's, just to be on,
Yeah.
be a bit flexible here, because
Yeah.
as John has just pointed out, it isn't all that clear what the university are doing at this
Yeah.
stage. So,
Okay.
if it's not much, then a whole page,
Yeah.
just
Oh, no, I
displays.
combined with past events. It doesn't necessarily have to have its own whole page, but it could just spread the whole.
Yeah,
throughout.
so it's 1.5 to 2 pages on the past events.
So, Claire, you want to suggest something?
Oh, on a different note, I was wondering if we're going to speak to our friends in the fire brigade about winter precautions and fire safety. Is it worth touching base with our neighbourhood team as well about, they're bound to be giving out automatic light switches or giving help and advice on keeping your home safe over winter, so we could maybe have a half a page from the fire brigade.
that's a good
half
idea.
page from TVP.
I would combine that with the other thing.
Yeah,
All in one thing.
yeah.
So I've said, I've got down here, what the man saying.
Okay.
Yeah, and the fire brigade, but also there's the helping hands thing, there is money, some money available for some people, isn't there?
So what, have we got 1 page or 2 pages on that?
I think we've now got 1.5 pages. Because we've added half page to past events to include some more on Black History Month. But therefore that leaves us with half a page if we calculate this correctly.
Somehow, I'm sure we have double counted, no, we have, I think we have some spare pages or some pages too many in there now, but never mind, let's go back to it.
I think we're okay. I think-
Yeah, okay, fine.
Can I just check, was fire safety and warm and safe, was that two separate or is that
No,
one? No, that's one out. One.
The head.
Warm and safe.
Yeah, warm and safe.
Because the danger is that they do overlap, don't they? People put on fire, electric fires, they haven't done, put on for the last 12 months or something, and they haven't. Actually,
Yeah.
as we know, Grenfell side,
Grenfell.
electric fires, isn't there?
I'm sorry, I'm speaking out, but bearing in mind the timeframe it's covering, would we put anything about flooding in this at all?
We didn't do a lot of flooding last year.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right, it is,
I
but
don't know if it's the right thing to put in there, just.
When does it flood?
I think, well, it's obviously we're going into the season, so you're right. I'm thinking there isn't space. Is one. And there's not much people are at risk. No.
Just a little line, is it worth having those sort of 4 or 5, if anything happens, call this, call that, and so you could have, I don't know who it is.
Something like right in the back.
Yeah, just those, as part of your article, just at the bottom, that,
Keeping safe.
Yeah,
line,
so you might have a flood line, right, just a
Yeah.
telephone number, that's what, when I'm looking at the magazine, I just want to know, what am I going to do? It's such a useful little booklet that, but
Okay,
you can find the stuff in there rather than just search across all the internet to find it.
all right. Yeah, okay, thank you so much. Anything else to squeeze in?
do you like a reserve article in the back, just in case something falls through?
We can dig out another with flooding. Last year.
Quite different.
I mean, my view is that there's some really good meaty topics in there, and there are loads of things we could expand if we needed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think nearly all of those topics, or many of them, have the potential to either be expanded a bit, or if really necessary, to be
Next.
nibbled at and make it slightly shorter.
It's fairly flexible.
All right.
Pictures can be bigger or smaller, can't they?
Yeah, also depends on how big you make pictures in there, so.
Looking at some of the articles, we've got hello and goodbyes, that's a whole page. And for previous articles, we haven't devoted that much space, and also we picked up, and I didn't edit the document, but we don't do goodbyes. We do welcoming new members of staff. that are joining the team.
I'm very keen, and I know this is going to be controversial, but more junior members of staff, I think the clerk and the deputy and more senior, I should have their photo, but more junior members, I'm reluctant. I don't know what's going on in their background, whether or not they want to be photographed, and I don't feel it should be, they should feel it's a compulsory thing to be photographed in that. And
I'm
I
not
suspect.
sure what you're saying.
I don't think we were talking about photographs.
No, the hello goodbye, traditionally, we have put a photograph.
We have traditionally, and we could probably can't squeeze it down to half page, I think. We've devoted a whole page on the agenda.
That's more than we often do.
Yeah.
Although.
I think that was your question, wasn't it, whether it needs an entire page?
Which would then.
I was just touching base on that, because in the past we have always put photos on. And I'm not sure that if we take on a new green spaces person or someone in the TIC, or job mobility cover, for instance, that person really needs to be photographed.
There.
Yeah.
And
Quite
then
nice to
that would
know
say-
the time, space, yeah.
I think unless there's a specific reason otherwise, and we should probably have a conversation in private, but I would suggest that generally the clerk and the deputy are
Yeah,
I'm happy with that as a policy,
Yeah,
that people can have photographs if they wish to or not, I mean, yes. People do see the green spaces team out and about, of course,
Obviously, but
yeah.
it's less Googleable.
it's more about who does what really, isn't it? Or, if somebody wants to talk to somebody in the town council, as a client, so as a customer, I just want to know, do I ring you? Do I ring you? Who do I ring? So that's rather than the hello and goodbye bit, which is like internal, I would say, semi. It's, who are the 2 or 3 people that you should be wanting to talk to, but.
But the point is, I think, I can see what you're saying there, Jane. But people always ring the generalised office number anyway and are then and then Adam answers the phone or whoever else answers the phone and they will pass them on to the right kind of person. So I don't think we would want direct lines of individual officers in there anyway.
So really this article disappears.
There is sort of green
We're not-
spaces team because of the work in the past. So 2 months per annum.
You have a big photograph of that and
No, I think
So there's no hello, no goodbye, and there's no.
oh, no, we're
doing
still
hellos.
doing hello and goodbye.
Doing
We're still doing the hellos that don't necessarily have to have pictures or direct lines attached to them.
why don't we forget photos and have professional caricatures made out?
And those can be your visual, like, the Prime Minister.
Yeah, so it's along, yeah, absolutely.
I think we should start with councillors and we'll work our way down to the staff.
We have no new councillors, but we do have a new deputy town clerk. And that's the major hello, isn't it?
Yes.
I think. And
Green
green
spaces.
spaces maybe we've got.
He'll have started by then.
We will have a new green
60
spaces in
Oh.
person.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're done.
Is that, sorry, can I just check if the hello goodbye, is that half page now, or are we keeping a page?
I think we'd struggle to get a whole half a page.
Yeah, I just can't.
Corner, third or something. Yeah.
Yes,
Which means we-
yeah.
Which means we have got a half page spare. We could have to bloody- There's,
Could we have something optimistic? Well, we've had
I know.
You don't freeze yourself to death and you have alive, get burgled. What about something uplifting?
I mean, there are some really good groups around the town. I think our ukulele group always cheers me up. But there are some good in the community that we have supported or, I mean, I don't know, have we given grants to good groups?
Yeah, maybe we can focus on a couple of the groups that we've given grants to and the work that they're doing
Yeah.
in and around the community.
Okay.
Because that children's holiday club without the children, of course.
Grants has gone in, the grant applications was.
So there is, we don't mention grants in
Okay,
this one. We've, in the one that's already gone to print, we've talked about grants.
Yeah.
So that will hit those boxes in the next week or so.
I was thinking about community group, I mean, who's saying who we have supported, nothing to do with the grant procedure at the moment, but just something cheerful.
there's also the university, we normally give some space to the university as well.
Yes.
Do we normally do that or do we occasionally do that?
No, we don't. Yeah, it was normally, it was part of the frontier sort of thing to give them
Okay.
a bit of space.
I just thought it'd be nice to have something. Really
I know, cheerful.
happy and,
Something happy, all right.
Something happy.
Uplifting.
maybe we could just approach 1 or 2 of the groups and see if they want to share a positive story.
Yeah, the difference our support has made to them or something like that.
What was it, the men in sheds or?
Sat around.
yeah, I mean, there's lots of.
Yeah.
It's doing great work.
Yeah,
Get Howard dressed up as a Santa together.
Always looking for Santa, when Santa gonna come round
yeah.
collecting, is it the Rotary? Or
It's Rotary, yeah, sorry, popular interest. Yes,
Um,
it's Howard maybe, well, it's not always Howard, but it's quite often.
I thought it was Buckingham Table, did the,
We both do it, so
Oh, right.
it's Table do some of it, they do quite a bit of Buckingham, to be fair, and we do quite a bit of Buckingham and the villages.
okay,
So it's a huge schedule we work out together.
okay, that one we worked out in time for this though.
Yes, it's been worked out now as far as I can make out. I've been told that my charity's on the 3rd of December, so
Okay.
it's pretty.
Well, if
the
it's,
pretty much worked out.
if it's been firmed up,
Actually, it's quite a good time, isn't it, to put out
then
the Santa,
it'd
yeah.
be good, people could then make a note.
A link, it's probably just a link that you need to put in, but
Okay.
it'll give an idea, but
Well, we could do a photograph of the.
that's, and then there's a link, go there to follow Santa or something.
Yeah.
It's a nice idea, isn't it? Gives people,
Uplifting.
Okay,
Yeah,
So that's the 4th of November, we go to print.
well, I say we're being told, charities are being told now, you've got that day,
sounds
that
like
date,
so
so,
decisions have been made then.
yeah,
Okay, all right.
it's worth it.
Is that?
That's a happy story.
It's not up to me, I'm
It's your idea, Claire, so it'll go back. to
I think
say-
that would be lovely, I think.
Lovely.
kids look forward
Okay,
to
let's go with that.
We might need assistance with photographs, because I don't think we have any.
We've got loads, well, I mean, Rotary's got loads, Table's probably got loads as well, so.
Okay. Oh,
They go around the schools as well, they do a static at all the primary schools, and the homes where there are vulnerable. It's very sweet.
it is a highlight of the Christmas season though, because
Exactly,
obviously I've been here for ages and my kids look forward to it year in, year out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
and I remember villages with you.
Yes.
It was
yes,
so much fun.
yes, it was lovely, wasn't it? Yeah.
okay.
I was Santa one year, I went up the chimney, and this boy on the estate,
Really good Santa.
the boy on the estate said, boy, that Santa's a girl, isn't it? I was going down there. There you go, failed my audition.
All right, I think we're done then, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Let's move on then. Right, who did we have for the current petition? Who was currently sitting there? Oh, Zoe, you're doing it. Are you
It
done?
hasn't uploaded, but it's been recorded.
Okay, great. Okay, so therefore we'd usually just alternate.
A male and a female voices, don't we?
Who would like to do it? Who do you think we could get to do? Oh, what about our MP? Our new MP?
It's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
Ask.
We can ask, I mean,
It's
he
very
can say
keen.
no, but we can ask, can't we?
Did we ask the previous MP?
I don't remember. I also don't remember.
Thought so.
I don't think we were doing it when last thing happened, were we? I'm not sure we were doing it 5 years ago.
Mr Smith was our last MP.
Yeah.
I know, but the last election was 5 years ago.
No, there's any point to be asked Mr Smith if he wanted to read the newsletter.
I don't think we did, not as far as I'm aware.
So that could become a new tradition.
If that's something members wish to vote on and instructed, then we will do that.
I don't think anyone's going to worry about that. Really, no, he's our MP.
Once they become the MP, it's sort of, they are our representative in Parliament,
Yeah.
wherever they
Exactly,
stood on.
yeah,
That's how I just about look at it.
yeah, that's good, and I do too, absolutely. So is that agreed?
Oh,
Nods?
ask him, yeah.
Do you want to
Yeah.
formally vote for it?
I think we should ask him for sure,
Okay,
if he can do it. Obviously,
Alright.
it takes an hour or so
Yeah,
he's got the time.
okay,
So let's have a vote.
all right,
Shall we
I
ask
propose
our
a new
MP?
MP. Who's in favour?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, right. And if not him then, because he might be too busy, I've just got a lot to
Yeah.
play. Who else?
Santa.
it's Sunday. Have we asked our town crier to do that yet?
I think we have.
Has he done it, or has he said no?
Before she left, that he had been asked, because we've done rounds with all the new members of staff, which is why so. Up for it this time.
I don't think all new members of staff have done it yet.
No, Adam, have you done it?
I'm just hiding away in the corner here. No, I haven't done it.
Perhaps you could do it, pretending to be Santa.
Just put a beer guy with the star, you know.
Fair.
And rather than just audio, we could have a video as well.
Yeah, okay, so, all right,
Could you be the backup?
so back up, if the MP can't do it, and if the MP can, we'll use Adam to meeting tests.
That'd be
Yeah.
lovely.
To mission tests. Okay, all right, that is good, thank you. Do I have any chairs items, anyone? I don't think I do. Oh, there is one item, as we discussed it before we started. We did discuss TikTok as an additional social media channel at our last meeting. And we were going to talk about it at this meeting, but it didn't get on the agenda. But I would say we were going to all go and explore TikTok and bring back our thoughts about whether it's worthwhile the town council having a TikTok account in addition to the Instagram and Facebook and the X account that we currently have. So that's more homework for everybody.
Okay.
Go away and look at. And then we'll discuss it when it's on the agenda, happens with a note for the next meeting, which is on the 17th of October. And followed by another meeting in here on the 21st of November.
Thank
I
you
think
very
that
much.
concludes the meeting. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here.
Mm.
And
Thank you.